Good morning, children. Welcome back with the next new session. So, in the previous session, we have started a new lesson, that is lesson number 17, Understanding Poverty. So, in the previous lesson or in the previous session, we have learned about what poverty is. Okay, we have learned actual meaning of poverty, what are the reasons of poverty, okay, what are the effects that has in poverty, what are the causes that makes people uh, uh, be under the poverty line. We have also discussed what amount of kilocalories, that means the food intake to be taken by the people from the rural areas and the urban areas. So today in this session we are going to discuss what is the main root cause for this poverty. What do you think, what is the main root cause for this poverty? First thing, we all know that why the condition of poverty rises, that is because of the income level of a person is below the amount that is considered by the government. If a government says a person's annual income should be more than 50,000, if it is less than that, okay, just for an example, if it is less than that, so that person's family or that person will be recognized as a poverty family or a poverty line person. Okay, then that means what is happening, depending on the income of the person, it says whether the person will be a poverty person, like a poor person, or a person will be a middle class person or upper middle class person or a high class person, isn't it? So depending on the amount of earning, it all depends upon the class or the status people come from the society. Now when we talk about the poverty, what is the main reason of the poverty? That is income. So where does people get the income from? People get income from the work they do. Now what the work they do? So if they are well educated, definitely they are going to get an opportunity to work, like to get a salary, kind of salary based works. Okay, that means working either in the companies or working either in the factories or working in the schools or whatever a small work it is. Okay, but when it is a person who has no knowledge of education, so definitely he or she is going to work as a slave, work as a like a person who sanitizes everywhere. That means cleaning of like sweeping or cleaning or house, housekeepers. And also these people are the people who have not educated or have not completed at least the basic education also. So what are the problems? Why did these people have to face all these problems? Because of the income or because of the money. They could not complete their basic education, or at all they did not even go to the school. Now, so what is going to happen here? If the income is less, that means if the work, whatever the work they do, so if there is a chance for them to work, so definitely they are going to earn any they get a chance to work and run their livelihood, isn't it? Like persons, if it is a wager, like a wage worker also, if he works every day and by the end of the day he may be earning some 50 rupees or 100 rupees a day. If that is enough, then if that is enough for them for to run their livelihood, that means every day he is going to buy the groceries, every day he is going to buy the vegetables. So what is happening, till he has the employment, till he has the work to do, he can manage running his family. But once the employment, that means once his job is all, job is all taken off, so what is going to happen? How he is going to feed his families? How he is going to feed his children? So the problem comes only with the employment. If there is no employment in the country, many people will come under poverty line. Okay, so whatever people have saved, if there is no employment, they will spend from their savings. So once they complete their savings, what is going to happen? Every person will come under the poverty line. So that means what is happening, depending on the employment, that means if employment opportunities are more, you cannot find anywhere like any poverty line. Okay, so there also poverty line may be depending on the amount they earn, so that is different thing. But at least if there is complete no employment in the, like complete no employment in the country, what is going to happen? Every person or most of the persons are going to be under poverty line only. So poverty line is the main reason, employment is the main reason for the poverty. Okay, then so we are also going to discuss about the other like the agriculture source of livelihood. So sources of livelihood, so mostly in the rural areas we see different fields, different green fields, isn't it? All these fields, all these all these vegetables or all these flowers or whatever the fruits are all being grown by the persons known as farmers. They work in the fields, they work day and like whole day under the hot sun, under whatever conditions, weather conditions are, they are going to work there. Now what is happening, most of the people in the rural areas are depending on the agriculture only, because India is a country where most of the people depend on agriculture for their livelihood. Some people directly do the agriculture, some people they just sell the agricultural products and they earn their livelihood, isn't it? Now, so people who depend on agriculture, what is going to happen? So first thing, they have to invest some money. Investing money means what they have to do, whether if it is a farmer, a person, if he's a farmer, to grow some vegetables, he need the seeds, he need the fertilizers, he needs the implements. Okay, that means whatever are needed, like axe, so, or whatever, sickle, or whatever the equipments that needed, he should have. So for getting all these things, for buying all these things, he should have, and he should have some money at least to put their investment. Okay, if that he could not afford that money, what is going to happen? Such farmers are going to take help from a going to take loan from the banks. Okay, they are going, they will be approaching the banks to get the loans. So what is going to happen, if their crops give them well, like if the crops grow very well and they sell them at a good price, then definitely they will be capable of repaying the loans back. And what is the other situation is, if the crop gets failure, that means due to the due to the weather conditions, or due to the droughts, or due to the heavy floods, or due to the tsunamis or earthquakes or any kind of natural disaster, if such thing happens, what is going to happen? So the crops are all going to be damaged, and the farmer is going to get losses again, and farmer will not be in a position to repay the loan. So what is the thing, what is the situation that is going to happen here? The situation is, farmer is going to suffer. So farmer, though he gets a chance of opportunity due to the natural calamities or due to such reasons, or he may could not, there are some banks who do not provide loan for the farmers. Okay, because they think that farmers cannot repay the amount. Okay, there are some banks that they feel like the farmers cannot pay any kind of returns. Okay, and at least the minimum interest rates also they cannot pay back. So many banks do not provide the loans for the farmers now. Then what is going to happen? So you might have learned in the 6th class a lesson about the agriculture, that is agriculture in our times. Okay, this lesson was there in the 6th standard. What did you learn? So people who are farmers, to get the agriculture, to get the water, that means to get the irrigation facilities towards their farms, they have to spend a lot of money digging the lands to get the water. Okay, that means to get the bore water, that means the land water, to get it to get the water from the land. Then to have the long pipes, that means bore wells was being set up to get the water directly into their fields. Okay, some channels were made so that the river water directly flow into their fields. So all these things also make some or the other investment, or they have to spend some money, isn't it? So if the farmer is not capable of having all these things, from where he is going to earn? Okay, so the basic needs, if the farmer is not going to fulfill his basic needs, so how he is going to earn the rest? Okay, the basic needs of having food at least twice a day, providing food or feeding the people in his family twice a day is very much important. That is the basic need for every person there, isn't it? So even that kind of situations always been seen in India, where farmers suffer a lot due to the weather conditions, due to the weather changes, as well as sometimes because of the financial problems. Okay, and many farmers, as they could not repay the loans, what they do is they end up their life by killing themselves. They end up their life by killing themselves. And some people even stop having agriculture work and they go back to some other work that they don't even know also. For example, if a farmer is there, okay, he could not grow any kind of any set of good crops. So what is going to do? He is going to leave the agriculture work and he'll be going to some other place, like maybe into the urban cities and all. After going there urban areas, he may be working as a small laborer, like maybe like loading of things, or maybe working in some other shops. So this is what the situation, what present farmers are seen in India. Okay, then to avoid such problems, the government has introduced some works like 120 days works or 100 days works or 180-day works. Okay, so what is happening now? People, some kind of farmers are being selected. Okay, some farmers are being selected to work for that government projects. Okay, so when the government starts any project or introduce such products, okay, so they fix a date. Okay, like 100 days work, so 200 days work or 180 days work. For all these days, all the farmers whom they have employed, so they will be working, and by the end of the day they will be getting their wage. Okay, so after completing that, they even get amount, like they even get other benefits from the government by like the rice for 1 kilo maybe 1 rupee or 2 rupee. Okay, the gram flour, like no, not gram flour, the real the flour, wheat flour. Okay, they buy it for 2 rupees or 5 rupees. So this is what the prices were being reduced for the farmers by the government, especially in the places of West Bengal. This system has been started. Okay, so people who are the farmers, so they get an opportunity to work under the government contract. So once the contract get finished, that means for 120 days and 180 days or 100 days, whatever the contract days are, so once completing their work, they get the amount at a time, or sometimes the wages were given at that day itself by the end of the day finishes. Okay, then they also get facilities of getting this groceries at a low prices. Now what is the thing happening here is, people after completing 120 days or 180 days, what they are going to happen, like after 180 days again they are unemployed persons. As much like as long as the like days are there for the people to work under the government, they were enjoying the work and they were working. So what is happening after 120 days of their work? So again they are going back to their unemployment, and again they have to wait for their next contract, whether any other government project comes and ask them to work under them. Okay, next, though the government has introduced such a good concept, there are some farmers who take an advantage of just working a day. Okay, and just earning, like that makes some kind of a farmers be lethargic. That means they not show much interest in actually working. Okay, though they were employed, they will not show that much of activeness and that much of zeal to work, isn't it? So what that makes people a kind of less shows less interest about the work they were given. Okay, this makes them feel so lazy also. Okay, so this kind of things also, because they understood that one getting a less, paying a 1 rupee or 2 rupee, you're going to get the basic food. That means having rice a day, or having making of chapatis and all, they are going to get the flour from the government for 2 rupee or 5 rupee. So by paying a less price, they are going to get the groceries in a huge quantity. So what is the need of working? So this is one advantage what many of the people are taking. Okay, so many of the people are taking such an advantage. Then the government has also introduced a directive principle that every person should give an opportunity. Okay, every person should be given an opportunity to work, at least to fulfill their basic needs. So article 41 in the constitution was written that every person should be given a chance or an opportunity to work and fulfill their basic needs, what a human should have. Okay, then a government has also introduced a concept known as Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guaranteed Act, started on 2005. So what it says is, what this program of Manegra, so this is known as Manegra, so Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guaranteed Act 2005, what it says is, every person should be given employment that is guaranteed, which is by the name of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, so this was also started so that people are protected. That means many of the farmers who were not allowed to work, at least they get a chance of working. Okay, and fulfill their basic needs. Okay, so this was all about this session today. So for next upcoming session, we are going to learn about the access of food. That means how these people who are under the poverty line, how they are going to get the food from. And we are also going to learn that people in the poverty line, how they are going to get loans from the bank. Is really the bank, like all banks are giving loans for them, or if they are not giving loans, from where they are going to gather the money from. Okay, we'll also learn some of the new concept of midday meal and all, which were being provided in the schools. Okay, we'll all learn this in the next upcoming sessions. I hope you have all understood this part of session today. For any more doubts and queries, please ask us immediately. We'll meet up in the next upcoming class. Till then, bye children. Thank you. Have a nice day.